name is Rachel Meyer, and I'm coming to you today here from Basel, Switzerland. So I'm assuming you're warm. You've just come into the house after having a great run. So let's jump right in, okay? So we'll start in Skandasana. You can start with your legs wide and then turn your toes out. Bend your left knee as you lower your hips. From there, flex your right toes to the sky. Your right knee wants to be pointing directly to the ceiling as well. Now, you might be able to use your left elbow to gently help guide that left thigh open, but no need to push it. And if you're not going quite as low as I am in this stretch, that's okay. I've been doing this for 20 years. And if you're a runner, it might mean that your muscles are tight. So your goal in this practice is to meet yourself with gentleness, with compassion, and with a great sense of humor as we move through these stretches. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Just breathing some space, some ease into anything that might feel tight. For your second side Skandasana, you're just going to walk your hands over to the right. Flex the left toes directly to the sky. This is what's called a dorsal flexion. And the left knee wants to point directly to the sky as well. You might want to use your right elbow to help guide the thigh gently open. Just meeting whatever you're feeling with curiosity rather than judgment. Keep breathing here, last 2. All right, from here, come back to center with both legs straight, and then turn toward the top of the mat as you turn your right toes to face straight ahead, and you spin to the ball of the back foot. So now your body is in a lunge position. You might want to have a block handy here. Place that block inside the right foot, and then walk the right foot to the right a few centimeters. For lizard pose, you can stay right here with your hands on your block or on the mat. You might want to lower the back knee and untuck the back toes. Now, be very mindful if you're taking this variation not to put any pressure on that left knee. This here might be your pose. If your body's game to go a little further, maybe you want to lower to your forearms and elbows. But anywhere on this continuum is great. Now, you might be feeling a little something here. Just notice whatever it is. Keep your neck roughly in line with your spine. Notice if you're tightening your jaw or your mouth, your forehead. Soften them all. Breathe. Now, if this is enough, you're welcome to stay here. For more, maybe press up to your palms again, so your arms are straight. And then bend the back knee, so you're rolling to the part of your leg that is above the knee. Bringing the left heel toward your hips, stay there. Or reach back with your right hand and maybe grab hold of the left foot and guide it even more closely toward your body. You might find that your right foot wants to tip to the knife side outside edge. That's fine. Keep your heart lifted, your face soft. Breathe. If you're holding your foot, very gently release it. Place both hands on the mat inside the right foot, curl the back toe, lift the back knee, and then spin the left heel down. We're going to walk all the way to the other side of the mat, and you might want to bring your block with you. Spinning into that lunge position, facing the back of the mat. So now your left toes point directly to the back of the mat. Walk the left foot to the left a couple of centimeters so that your both hands are on the inside of that left foot. You might want to place them on a block or the mat. And from here, if you'd like, gently lower your right knee and untuck your right toes. This might be plenty for you. So if your body is telling you very clearly to stop there, perfect. If you'd like a little more, maybe lower down to your forearms and elbows on that block. Again, Again, your left foot here might want to tip to the knife side edge, and that's okay. Notice your shoulders, soften them. Notice your face, your forehead, and soften them. Focusing on taking long, steady breaths in and out through your nose to calm your nervous system. Staying here, or if you'd like the variation, press out to your palms one more time. Bend the back knee, bringing the heel toward your hip. That might be enough right there. For more, reach back with the left hand, grabbing hold of your right foot and gently guide the heel toward your hip. As you look over your left shoulder, keeping your eyes up, making sure you're rolling to the part of your leg that is above the kneecap. Breathe here as you really get into the steep quad stretch. Last 2. Moving slowly, gently release that back foot, curl your right toes, lift your right knee, spin the right heel down, and then again walk your hands, this time between your feet to the middle of the mat. You might want to bring that block along with you to place your hands on. Bringing your toes narrow and your heels wide. Inhale to look forward and lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. This is Prasarita Variation A. Hands either on the mat under your face or on the block. And if this doesn't feel safe in your low back or your hamstrings, take a little bend of your knees. Growing tall through the crown of your head, start to roll your weight slightly forward. Last breath. From here, look at your left ankle. Keep everything exactly as it is and just take both hands to your left ankle. Your face may not touch your shin. That's okay. Just find a stretch. Find your edge. Use the breath to stay there. And if it ever doesn't quite feel safe, back off. Last breath. Cool, second side. Sweep your hands to the right. So now both hands are around your right ankle. Notice if you're rolling your weight back into your heels and instead roll it forward. Really engaging your quads here to both protect your hamstrings and keep you from rolling onto your head. From here, place your hands again under your face. Inhale, look forward. And then look to the right for downward facing dog. Take your hands to the top of the mat, step your feet to the back of the mat. You might want to pedal your legs out a little bit here. Bending one knee and then bending the other. Taking 5 breaths here in down dog. Great for stretching your hamstrings and your calves, but also for building upper body strength. Breathing in and out through your nose. Neck relaxed as you look between your toes. From here, come down to your knees and then looking between your hands, walk your knees forward so you're now seated on your heels toward the top of your mat. If this is already too much for your body, grab your block or grab 2 blocks. Whatever you need to sit on to make this safe for you. And taking a seat on those blocks, and right there is your pose. If your body feels okay, and your knees are safe and healthy, lift your hips, place your feet slightly outside your hips, and stop there. So now your knees are together. You want to make sure they continue to press down toward the floor. Hands on your thighs, gazing straight ahead. You can think of this as your meditation pose. You're just noticing whatever thoughts or feelings come up while you're here, using the breath to kind of surf the waves of sensation, remembering that none of those feelings are permanent, and practicing staying with them. Keep breathing here, 2 more breaths. Eyes open, let's move into downward facing dog. Plant your hands, step your feet back. I love down dog after hero because it is a great chance to bring circulation to that entire lower body. Super healing for your feet, your ankles, and your knees. And now from here, bend your knees, look forward and walk on through to your seat. Extending both legs out long. You might want to grab a strap or a towel or a scarf or anything you have handy. For Cersasana, draw your left knee into your chest and then let it fall open. So it's like in tree pose with the left foot inside the right thigh. Either grab your strap or just use your hands to inhale, arms to the sky, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift to lengthen, and then exhale, deepen your fold. Coming into your hamstring stretch. Always remembering that it's not about smushing your face into your shin. It's much more important to keep your tall spine. Flexing your toes back to your face. Knowing you can always take a bend of the knees if this doesn't feel safe. Breathing here for 3. Lift your head, arms reach forward, come all the way up as you inhale, exhale, palms through prayer, and then release. From here, guide the left knee back up again, and then just pick up your left foot and place it on top of the right leg, so it now lands outside the right leg. Place the left hand behind your left hip. Inhale, reach the right arm to the sky, and then for a twist, place the right elbow outside the left thigh. This is a variation of spinal twist, Ardha-Matsyendrasana. As you inhale, think to yourself, lengthen. And as you exhale, deepen the twist. 2 more breaths. Inhale, look to center. Sweep your arms to the right for a little counter twist. Inhale, back to center. Shake your legs out, and then draw your right knee in. Let it fall open. Maybe grab your strap here to hook your foot. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift as you lengthen, and then exhale to deepen your fold. Second side, Cersasana. From here, lift your head, arms reach forward, coming all the way up. Inhale, exhale, palms through prayer, and then release. Guiding the right knee back to center, pick up the right foot, place it outside the left thigh. Place the right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, take the left arm long, and then exhale, twist. Looking over your right shoulder here, Ardha-Matsyendrasana. Inhale, look to center. Sweep your hands all the way to the left for a little counter twist. And then inhale back to center, shaking your legs out long. From here, we're going to take what I call the hurdler pose. So extend the right leg long, And then bend the left knee like you're launching over a hurdle in a track and field event with the left foot back behind you next to your hip. From here, place your hands on the mat in front of you, lifting your heart, inhale, and then exhale, start to walk your hands forward. The key word there is start. You don't have to go far, and you certainly don't have to smush your chest into the floor. Check in with your right toes. You want your knee and your toes to both continue pointing to the sky. And if this is intense for you, know you're in very good company. This is one of those poses that when I teach it in a class, I wish I had thought bubbles over everybody's head, because I know how most folks are speaking to themselves. So if you're struggling, notice it. Know you're not alone. And see if you can meet yourself with some compassion and gratitude for this body that trucks you through every moment of your life, through every long run, every marathon. This body that continues to show up for you. Breathe in space and ease into anything that feels tight. Last breath. And now lifting your head, walk your hands in toward your body. Take your arms wide like in Warrior Two, and then reach your right fingers toward your right foot. Bend the right elbow and bring the left arm long at a diagonal. This is Parivrtta Jani Cersasana, your revolved head to knee pose. And if your left hip is starting to pop up off the ground, think about really grounding it. Spiraling your rib cage open to the sky, so you're keeping your heart open here. And if your body will let you today, maybe you want to place your right forearm on the floor in front of the right calf with the palm up. Last breath. Inhale, come all the way back up, and then to release, just hug your knees into your chest. Taking the second side right away, extend the left leg long, bring the right foot to that hurdler position with the right heel behind your right hip. Place your hands on the mat in front of you, making sure your left knee and left toes point to the sky, and then walk your arms forward. This is an intense stretch that can really get into the groin and other parts of the body that are perhaps quite tight after many years of running. So know that this stretch will not be an overnight game changer, but if you do it every day for just a few breaths while you're watching TV with the kids, or after you've had your coffee in the morning, you'll find a difference. And stay with it. Breathing here, last two. And now lifting your head, walk your hands back in toward your body. Again here, take your arms wide like in Warrior Two. Take the left fingers and grab the left toes, bringing the right arm long in a diagonal. Checking in with your right hip, and if it's creeping up, continue to ground it. On this side, you want to spiral the left rib cage open to the sky, and maybe your body will let you place the left forearm on the mat, just inside the calf with the left palm to the sky. Breathing here. Nice, steady, consistent breaths in and out through the nose. Last two. And now inhale, come all the way up. One more time. Just hug both knees into your chest to kind of neutralize. And then, tall spine. Bring the soles of your feet to touch as your knees fall open. This is called Badakanasana. Thumbs in your arches. Inhale to lift your heart, and then exhale, bow forward. keeping your face relaxed. You might want to use your elbows to gently guide the thighs open. This pose is very grounding. So if you ever have a moment of life that feels anxious and you're struggling to catch your breath, just take a seat on the floor, fold forward, keeping your neck in line with your spine. Last 2. Inhale, come all the way up. Hands outside your thighs, guide your knees together. And now go ahead and roll onto your back for one more hip opener. So place your feet hip distance on the mat, about parallel to the floor like a number 11. Keep your left foot where it is, and then take your right ankle and place it on top of the left thigh so the right knee falls open. Take your right hand and reach between that triangle, between your legs, lacing fingers either on top of the left shin or behind the left hamstring. Flex both feet here to protect your knees. And then really consciously press your lower belly down into the floor. Staying here, notice your breath. Noticing if you might be tightening your jaw. And then soften. Breathing for 3. Very softly release the left foot. Let's switch it up. Right foot down. Take the left ankle on top of the right thigh so the knee falls open. Flex both feet. Reaching the left hand between your legs here to lace fingers on top of the shin or behind the right hamstring. Finding a nice steady pressure on your right shin. Face relaxed as you gently press your hips, your low back down into the floor. Last 3. Gently release this pose. Place your left foot down. Hug both knees into your chest. And then gently rocking on up to your seat. And there you are. I hope your body feels unraveled and open and strong after your run and your post-run yoga. As always, if you have any questions or if I can help in any way, please reach out. My name's Rachel, and I'm always happy to